Hey, it's Justin with Flat Creek Farms. We're down here with everybody's favorite test and finishing up the 100 and 200 yard test on the Hornady Sub X 190 grain. So we actually took our shot at 100 and 200. We already have it in the gel. We're going to dig it out today once we shoot our 300. That way we can compare all three in the Ballistic gel block. These videos take so long. That's the reason we had to kind of skip. It got dark. You really can't see it hitting the gel once it got dark. So we're about to shoot it right now. So hang tight. Down here at the 300 yard mark, and it's a little bit windy, but we're gonna go ahead and try to knock this out today, because I know a lot of people are wanting to see this test. So we're down here at 300 yards. We have the long shot set up, the chronograph set up, and we're gonna take these 5 shots at 300 yards. That's a double feed. And it's absolutely terrible. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Was that 4 or was it 5? One, yeah, one of them must have hit down in the bottom or either hit the same spot. But just in case, didn't I rack out a good one? Just in case, I want to check that one, make sure it's good. The wind's done picked up some more, but just in case one of them did go off, but I heard 5 dings. But there's a 5 shot group. Smoky. So we'll run down there and look at that, and then we'll go ahead and take the shot in the gel. All right, so we're down here at the 300 yard, and we're about to take the shot with the Sub X into the gel block. So hopefully we hit it, but they're stringing all over the place, so we'll see. All right, so if we're down here at the 300 yard, it took us, I had 8 shots. I took 2 shots at the piece of steel just to try to make sure we were good. These things are literally floating all over the place. This is probably the least accurate and consistent ammo that we've shot as far as the subs go right now. Like I said, you'll see the vertical stringing on the target, but it took us 8 shots. Like literally we were hitting down here, 2 were there, then 2 of them would throw high in the berm up there. You can kind of see the spots up there in the berm they're hitting. And finally, after we shot 2 over there, so after 6 shots, we finally hit this, 10-inch by 10-inch gel block and barely almost missed it, but it hit the actual OSB right here, the siding, and bounced up into the gel luckily and caught it. But you can see, like, I would never shoot that at 300 yards ever. I mean, you'd be lucky if you can hit something 300 yards, especially a target like this. And this is what I would consider to be the vitals. This would be like double lung, heart, double lungs back to here, and then that'd be the liver, spinal cord, and then that would be the actual belly. 100 and 200 yards, it absolutely is doable. I would actually stretch this out to 200 yards, and I'm probably going to actually take a shot on a deer this year at 200 yards and see what it does. We've already shot a deer with these subs and double lunged it, and it ran 20 yards and folded up. I might get my buddy to throw a picture of that in there. YouTube probably take it down, so there's no way for me to show y'all. So I don't know. Blame YouTube. But as of the official measurements, It didn't open. It just tumbled. But let's get the official measurement on it to the center of the bullet, and it's actually sitting in there backwards at 7 inches. And let's just go over the other ones really quick. So I know y'all can look back at the video, but we're roughly 15 and a half for the 200 yard. And then for the 100 yard, we were sitting at almost 16 3/4, 17 inches of penetration. Opened up pretty decent spiral cut wound cavity. Permanent wound cavity is about that big and about that big at 100. The 200 and 100 are almost tit for tat, honestly. That's why we wanted to try it at 300. The accuracy's not there to do it though. You can't. Like I said, you can shoot 10 rounds down here and just you'll hit a full size silhouette. So you would hit a full size silhouette, but as far as trying to hit vitals on an animal, I would not ethically do this at all. You'll see guys that do it. That's just not me. I'm not going to do that. That's the reason we do this test, so you're informed on what is possible, essentially. So it took us a whole 3 boxes of Sub X to do this test, but that's it. So we're going to actually dig these out, and we're going to weigh them real quick, and then we'll show you the accuracy over there on the steel target. So if you ever want to know what it was like to stab somebody, this is kind of what it's like.
You know what it's like.
I wouldn't know. I said, if you wanted to know. Can you imagine, like, if this was like a surgeon like digging this bullet out of you? I mean, you'd be like, oh my God, get it out of there. Yeah, just leave it. So that's actually the 200. So we'll set it out the way. Man, I don't know where the best angle, best entry point. Just go straight in and get it. I feel it. Oh, God. That was a lot easier. Some of that gel off of it so we don't skew the weight. The 100 looks good. That's the 100 yard. That's pretty. I mean, as far as a subsonic at 100 yards, and that's what I'm seeing in the comments. I read every one of y'all's comments. Everybody's saying at 100 yards, they're killing pigs, shooting them in the head, and deer are running about 10, 15, 20 yards. But that's decent performance at 100 yards. So I would absolutely sign off on that. I would sign off on the 200. And we went back and shot another group of these at 200 because this other batch was a little bit faster. And we literally shot a group, probably a 2-inch group at 200 yards versus our other video where another box, another lot was shooting worse and they were slower. They were 950. These were all averaging about 930, 920. So that's the 200. I just threw it somewhere. You see it? All right, so that's the 100, 200, and now we need to get the 300 out. Yeah, that would suck if you were alive, or you were awake and somebody was doing that without numbing it. So that's the actual 300. Tip is just buried up in there. Some of the lead's protruding out, and the copper's just a little bit mangled, but so that's kind of the 300 yard performance. All right, so we already got the scale zeroed out. That's the 100 yard. And we started out with 190, 188.5. At 200, that one real quick. And we are missing the polymer tip. 183.2. And honestly, you can see it. There's petals that are in there, and there's the plastic tip. So that one did shed a little bit more weight. Gel stuff. Wood in there. 183.4. So they are shedding just a little bit. But like I said, the 100-yard and 200-yard performance actually looks pretty decent. So I would actually try those. It's accurate enough and the performance looks good enough. So it's not going to drop the animal because you're not getting that shock and that overpressure inside the body cavity because of subsonic, but it is causing damage. So it's almost like subs to me, how I would explain hunting with a sub at 100 and 200 is like shooting a deer with a crossbow or a compound bow or a recurve or something. You're essentially just causing a big wound that is going to bleed, and you're going to have to track that deer just like a bow, and you're going to have to find them. That's just the nature of the beast with the subs. All right, let's move over to the actual group real quick. Now, this was me shooting before we shot the jail, so don't count these two. I actually took 6 shots because we couldn't see this one, but this is how bad the group was. If I took this one, I'm gonna measure it just so you know, because that was part of the 6 shot. It was supposed to be a 5-shot group. Like I said, we didn't see that one. 2 foot vertical string. That is terrible. All right. If I eliminate this one, which you wouldn't do, but if I eliminated that one, best case scenario, a foot of vertical strength. And literally you'll see it on the chrono. It's literally just fast, slow, fast, slow, fast, slow, fast, slow. That's what it's doing. So back to it again, 300 yards. It might be too much for subsonics out of an 8-inch barrel. And for you guys that are asking questions about, what if you're running a 16-inch barrel? I can assure you, we've already done all the calculations. We shot out a 16-inch barrel. You gain about 7 feet per second, per like 5 inches. Like it's nothing. So normally you would get like 20 feet per second per inch with supersonics. With subsonics, it's terrible. It's like 4 feet per second more per inch of barrel. It's terrible. So as far as people saying like run a longer barrel, that's not going to help you with the subs. It will with the supers, but not the subs. So 300 yards for the sub X, 1 and 200 yards, it's actually feasible. See y'all.